Welcome to the Octopod. I'm Kyle Davis, head of the Office of the CTO. Join us as we dive into the latest technologies and trends shaping business. Whether you're a tech enthusiast, a business leader, or just looking to stay ahead in the digital age, this podcast is for you. Let's unlock opportunities with technology together. Let's jump in.
Welcome back, everyone. This time we're going to be talking about the wonderful topic of AI, and I'm joined by Jack from our partner at Deeper Insights. Jack, would you like to introduce yourself and your company to everyone?
Hello, everybody. My name's Jack Hampson. I'm the CEO and founder of Deeper Insights. We're a Forbes Top 10 AI consultancy. We've been in the market now for 10 years, developing custom AI solutions for corporate and enterprise clients, and also helping to define and implement AI strategies across those same business groups.
Excellent. So let's get into it. Part one, we talked about, where's AI come from? Where's it going? Part two, the joy of the governance and legal frameworks. This one's a bit more practical. It's about actually how do we get going? So I think one of the themes we've been seeing, haven't we, Jack, is that actually a lot of customers are still in that. We've heard about AI. We know it can do something for our business, but actually what will that tangible output be? And actually, how do we pick the right use cases to start with that actually have some sort of business value to that? But rather than, let's just go and buy loads of infrastructure and hope for the best. Exactly. Yeah.
Which some companies are doing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think at the moment there's kind of two groups. There's companies that are just starting their journey, so they're looking to define their strategy, and there's those that have already started along that journey. They've defined strategy, identified some use cases, and they might have started some POCs and some experimentation, and they're not really getting much further than that. So, and I'd say those companies that have done that, and I'm talking about very large global enterprise organizations that have 100+ use cases, across different business units. They haven't got past that POC stage because I don't think they really properly understood how to prioritize use cases. So I would say, it all starts with the strategy. You have to align your AI strategy to your business strategy. So you have to understand what goals you're looking to achieve over the next 5 to 10 years and how AI could influence those. So what are the drivers? Are you looking to essentially become more profitable? Are you looking to enter new markets and create new revenue channels? Looking to cut costs, maybe through the OpEx. So there's various drivers that will impact type of AI use cases that should be applied to the business. That's the first step. So you've identified the use cases. How do you then prioritize them? You could take a simplistic ROI calculation, what value is this use case going to have on the business, which will give you an order to those use cases. But what a lot of people miss is the actual technical feasibility of that use case. And so that's what we do a lot at Deeper Insights. We pair an AI management consultant who does the strategy piece with a data scientist or a technical consultant who will do that technical feasibility. And what we're doing at that stage is we are looking at the data that you have. We're looking at the different AI models that exist in the market, whether that's from partner ecosystems, whether it's from open source, whether it's building something greenfield from scratch. And we're then making an assessment as to the technical feasibility of building out said AI use case. If you couple that with the ROI order that you've created, you can then start to see a bit of prioritization organically forming there. And then the other thing which we talked about in part two is governance. So what are the risk levels and what level of governance would you need to have over this AI use case? And so that's the third factor that we now take into account as well. So business feasibility, technical feasibility, and governance feasibility, and that equals your prioritization list. Then you can start to go after that.
Yeah, I was going to say then you're avoiding that sort of pet project, CV,
yes,
filler piece. And then we had, from CW, we had a conversation with a customer the other week, and they said, "Oh, can you build us a 10 megawatt data center?" We're like, "Oh, cool. What for?" They said, "AI." Any more detail? No more detail. We just want to build a data center to fill with AI in inverted commas. It's like, where did you pick 10 megawatts from? Oh, we just picked it out of the air.
Yeah.
Great. What happens if you only need 5? Or what happens if you need 35? It's like, it's a bizarre way to approach, but I think there's a lot of fear because there's a lot of conversation about supply chain constraints and availability of kits, etc. There's a lot of fear of missing out. I think we do have to balance that versus the innovation piece.
Yeah, I think there is shortage of GPUs and compute. So it is sensible to have stock of those things if AI is definitely here to stay. But I would couple that with trying to get your strategy in order. We talked about in part one, I think it was large language model plus RAG architecture, versus large language model with fine tuning. And there's a big difference in the amount of compute you need for those two different options. So you may be over purchasing or you may be under purchasing. So you do also need to figure out what the right technical approach is. And that's why we propose our Accelerated AI Innovation Program, this 4-week fixed fee program of work, which allows us to assess that technical feasibility against use cases. So you can size up the infrastructure, the compute, the data requirements.
I think that's what I love about the partnership between our organisation so much as well, is that that data speciality, that AI speciality from yourselves, and then that platform capability that CW bring, and our experience in building out HPC clusters and AI platforms means that we can really give the best ROI calculation and right sizing in the most appropriate way. Because like I say, you don't want to buy too many GPUs, you don't want to buy too little, you don't want too much storage or not enough networking and etc. And they're very specific sort of platform level conversations that we've been doing for the last 10, 15, 20 years. And then over you couple that with your decade of experience as well. It's quite a powerful conversation, I think.
Yeah,
customers to engage with.
And both parties are effectively independent as well. So we're not sort of beholden to choosing a particular technology for any singular purpose. So we can literally choose the best model for the job. You can choose the best compute resource availability and size it up that way. And I think walk before you can run, and make sure that you've done your homework in terms of all of those different variables. The other thing just to say as well, which a lot of people don't consider when they're designing an AI roadmap, let's say, is the domain expertise that comes in to training a model, understanding the nuances within the data. My best example of this is quite niche, but a radiologist, for example, knows how to identify a malignant tumor on an MRI scan. So they feed that, they label that data that goes into training a model. That's one of the techniques you can take. And so just think about who in your business would potentially be that domain expert, whether it's the person in the back office that is processing credit notes or dealing with customer support tickets, or someone who has that specialist knowledge around a unique.
So the really important part of that is it's a multifaceted approach from the types of skills and people you need, So from, like you say, your data architects, your domain specialists, your platform architects, your machine learning people, management consultants. It's very difficult to find one place that will do that entire piece. And I think that's where partnership becomes a really important part of the overall journey to success.
Yeah, and I think Jensen Huang famously says that it takes 7 partners to build out a successful AI solution. Those partners being potentially, multiple players within the organization, but also external partners such as infrastructure, management consultants and so on. So it's important to get all of that right.
Thanks everyone for listening. I've been Rob Sims, Chief Technologist for CDW.
And I've been Jack Hampson, CEO for Deeper Insights.
Thanks for tuning into today's episode. Be sure to check out the back catalogue for more great insights. Don't forget to subscribe via your favourite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. We appreciate your support, and if you have a topic you want us to cover, feel free to reach out. Catch you next time.